Your husband has done he has done more than he could bribe. He has done more than he could bribe. If he has the mind to use money to entice children as little as 13, 14 to with them, he deserves to rot in jail.
Now, if you have been following our discussion on the recent Apostle Chibuzo's situation with the baby mama and also some allegations as well about him, he has responded to the trend, and it's just quite interesting. First of all, we are going to look at the person of Daniel Ochu, because he has come out with some allegations that are very, very strong, as he is also planning to come back to Nigeria. The case is already in court from what I know. We're going to be looking at Apostle Chibuzo's response and also a leaked audio recording that will also blow your mind about the situation. Let's look at all this together in this video after the intro.
Pray like this: whosoever, oh Lord, going from one place to another to gossip against me, die by motor accident. Whosoever, oh Lord, moving from one place to another to gossip against me, die by motor accident. Open your mouth and begin to pray.
This is a prayer he prayed at church. Anyway, according to him, he started using "because of Jesus Christ" in his prayers, and we are going to get to that on a different discussion. I have personally not been someone that sit down to watch, let's say, Apostle Chibuzo when they have services or something. This situation is what is now bringing my attention to him, and then trying to also find out what is going on. And those who are members would know who he's talking about when they are listening to him.
So the cartel that is fighting this thing, that is doing all this thing, it's not that small doctor, no, not him. There is a cabal. He just a tiny fish in the big pond. He's just the one they are fronting. Others are at the background fighting. Any group that is fighting you shall begin to fight themselves. Every cabal that is fighting you shall begin to kill themselves in the name of Jesus. Whosoever that have joined hands together to fight you, between now and 30 days, they will all kill themselves in the name of Jesus. Anyone that want to use wayo to collect money from you, you will not give that person money in the name of Jesus. You can never be a victim to blackmail in the name of Jesus. Anyone using false information in order to extort money from you, they will never get a copper from you in the name of Jesus. Recruiting people to lie. You know what is paining me most? Some innocent people, which they went and told, believed. They told them that I will take you to America. Just come and lie. Lie, say OPM did this to you. And those mumu, you could have asked them, say, okay, if you will take me to America, I want to know how many people have you taken to America before? At least we have seen OPM. OPM have carried so many people to America, to UK, to Germany, to different countries. You say you will carry me to America. You say you carry me and my family. If I come and lie against OPM, I want to see the people you have carried before. Somebody have never helped his own family. In village, people did there. By the grace of God, OPM I went to my community. They say charity begins at home. I say every family in Ohanko, every family should bring one person for overseas scholarship. So you will ask the man, yes, we have seen the one OPM have been sending. We want to see the one you have sent. Your group have sent.
Meanwhile, we are going to be listening to his wife, who decided to investigate the story of her own husband, Asad, when it was grooming, when she came back to Nigeria. Remember, if you had watched those interviews, Lovina herself talked about the fact that the wife called her and then was talking to her about the boy that she has, and then was trying to tell her to send the picture and all that. So when the wife called Lovina, she recorded the call. Now it begins to make sense how come Dr. Daniel has so much evidence that he is very confident on the fact that he's going to nail Apostle Chibuzo, which I don't know, I'm just observing. So let's listen to those audio conversations and see the conversation between the wife of Apostle Chibuzo. I hope this prayer that you people were praying, all of you, I hope those prayer we were praying in church, it does not touch his wife.
Hola!
My dear, you know first finish.
Okay.
Please, you can tell me as well if this particular audio itself is doctored, because some of you say AI. AI have taken all the blame in this world. So let's listen to it and you tell me if it is the AI.
So, I said, you know how you can get this thing. You can get her number for me.
Listen, you see, when she was talking, you were hearing the voices in the background. Did you hear that voice? When Apostle himself was talking in the previous audio that they say it is AI, you were still hearing the same voices in the background. Patterns do not lie. She's talking from the same location.
Getting her number. Ma, I wouldn't want to involve myself with Joy. That's the truth.
No,
Because
she's love it. Anything I'm doing with you, have it as a very highly confidential something.
Talking about Joy, remember they mentioned someone whose name is Joy, who is seen to be also one of the persons that has a baby for him. Okay, so let's break that down as we continue.
Are you hearing me now? If I want, hello?
yes, I'm here.
If I wanted to be angry or flare up, I will not be talking with you calmly like this. You understand me? Because somebody that did you hear the story of me and that man?
He never. Like I said, he doesn't like talking about you. I've tried to ask most of the time, according to what he told us once, like that. He just said that you left, and he has always been trying for you to come back. Do you know that? Let me tell you the truth. If I was in your shoes with everything that has happened, I will be pained and I'll be angry. In my little way, when I was in that house, before anything, all these things started happening, Ma, I have tried to talk to Daddy to let you come back. He keeps saying you're the one that doesn't want to come back. Because I heard the story. He said they said his sisters were always saying he's an occultic man, he's this, he's that, and that his sisters were always having problems with you, and now he has money and he send you out. I'm like, how could your sisters were not there? Your wife was always there with you, and now your money and your wife is not here, but your sisters are here. Daddy, how could you do something like this? Say, I should forget, I should leave that side, Okay, we want to do something. Daddy, when is mommy coming back? He's like, okay, don't worry, she'll come back this princess birthday, she'll come back, I'll make sure she come back. And then you're not there. Daddy, why did mommy not come back? Leave her, she doesn't want to come back, stuff like that. So at a point, you have to let him be now.
I don't need to tell you, let me tell you this. The truth is that I applied for residency,
Okay.
And because I applied for residency, when it was time to give us residency, COVID came. So that COVID that came slowed down everything. And he is the one that applied for the residency. We didn't have any problem. No. It was that residency that kept me. I said, yeah, nothing else. I married Apostle. You know, when I married Apostle, we normally sleep on the ground. We have nothing. When I married Apostle, I'm the one that pays our rent. I'm the one that fits in. Yes. The first rent we paid when I married him, I paid the rent. I'm the one that worked. I was working, I was teaching. It was my salary. The first week they put in that OPM in a huge branch, it was my salary that they used to put the rent in.
To listen, you have to know that she has a very, very serious issue with the one called Joy. Now, information reaching me or from some comments I have read, the Joy herself was later sent to Dubai. I think right now she's back and probably somewhere in Lagos. Don't ask me where I get the information. When you read the comment, you might see it in one of the comments or something. But let's go on.
In that church. And do you think that God is happy with all these things that happened? Do you think that God is happy with girls that slept with him?
Even speaks to her, and God says you should pray prayers for them. Interesting. Like, okay, anything can be said in the name of God, but I doubt in a way though. But let's listen.
That is why I wasn't bothered. Because God told me, you see joy, just watch out what will be the end of joy. Watch out what will be her end. I have prayed some bad prayers, and God told me that all the prayers I prayed for all the girls that slept with him, that I should watch out and see what will happen to them. The only one that will be saved is the one that will come to me and tell me that she is sorry for sleeping with him. And do restitution, just tell me what happened and told me that she is sorry. That is the only person that will be saved from my prayer. I never offended that man for 1 day.
You have to understand that the person of this Joy that I'm talking about, she talked about this person of Joy as well. But from according to the audio, you're going to continue listening. It seems that this Joy herself is very intentional about her decision, according to what she gets to talk about, the wife. She's very intentional about what she's doing, and probably she likes the idea of her being a baby mama and all that, which the wife might be seeing as a threat. But let's go on.
But he did this, and he said that God is happy. He said that people should watch out. Except now that you are confessing, and I can see that you are remorseful. But you see people like Joy. Joy has killed her generation forever. Okay, what can Joy now come out with her? Why is she hiding? How long is she gonna hide? Listen.
That's just the truth.
How long is she going to hide? She's going to hide forever.
Ma,
because that man told me.
There's something I want to tell you now.
Okay.
Have you, okay, I believe that you've tested poverty before. I believe that you have tested poverty before.
Yes, I know.
Okay, ma. Then as a child, let's say a child of 14, 15, living with her parents, and they hardly eat 2 square meals a day.
Okay.
And the next day, they see themselves in Apostle's house.
Okay.
And then the next thing that's presented in front of them is, I want to sleep with you. I'll give your mommy 500,000 to go and start a business. How does that sound, ma'am? How does it sound?
I understand.
To a child who barely sees 2,000 naira on their own. I want you to sleep with me. I'll buy it.
Let me answer you.
Okay.
A situation like this, the thing you are talking, I've not raised my voice for you. I was not angry because I understood your situation.
Okay.
But somebody like that, Joy, that went extra mile to get pregnant because she wants to stay there.
It's funny because she's not answering the question. She's just focused on that person of Joy. You see, as a wife, one thing you have to know is that as well, she is also thinking as a typical Igbo person when it comes to the fact that she has a daughter, she doesn't have a son. If I'm trying to think traditionally right now, because I still have to bring that into context. So when you look at this right now, she's not really answering the question, but she's focused on that person of Joy. And it reminds me of the allegation of this doctor that some people, most of the people he sends abroad, that there is something that happened. Listen.
You guys should go and tell him, be very careful. I'm going to send the tape record, I'm going to send it to DSS tomorrow because he's threatening my life. It's not, he cannot kill me, I know, because you only die when God destined for you to die. Nobody can kill you. But I just want you guys to know that this is no ordinary fight. I will fight him to the core. I was prepared. God prepared me for a day like this to stop this man from molesting our young girls in the name of helping them. See, quote me anywhere. You see, all the girls he has given scholarship, if they are about 80, Apostle Chibuzo have slept with 40% of them. Quote me anywhere. And they are ready to testify. All of them are ready to come and testify. He will threaten them, he will shut them down, Come on, what for? What for? Why must it be my own? Is that why must it be 14 to 18 years old girls? If he's actually going for adults, I don't have a problem. What is my own? We all have life to live, right? We all have cruise to catch on this earth, right? Before we die. I don't have a problem with you. But what must it be 14 to 18 years girls? Now.
So I have that at the back of your mind, but let's continue with the audio.
Do you think that the same way I talk to you now is the way I'm going to handle her case? Is that what you think?
No, I know it will not be the same.
Okay, because I know that you were taking advantage of. Was she taking advantage of? No.
No.
She wanted it. She went for it. You know that they said Joy was using Kayam attack on him. Joy was going to Juju.
That's what almost everybody said. Even Favor says the same thing. I don't know if Favor knows something, but she doesn't want to tell me. But she said that no matter what Joy is doing with that man, I should forget it, that Joy is using something. Because
Joy was using Kayam Mata. They said Joy will rub Kayam Mata on the tongue, on her vagina, on her breast. And she will go and be sleeping with my husband with Kayam Mata.
You see me, the truth is that no matter what I have felt ever since I was born, I know what poverty is.
When it comes to Georgia, I don't really get into the whole mysticism, but do you believe in this whole Kayamata thing? Does it work? Maybe I no use Kayamata from you, it will never work. Me, I'm telling you, hey God, it will not work. I know they hear word. I get coconut head.
Like, even if they put me today in a castle, I will never, because of where I am and I want to remain there forever. Somebody owns that place and I know that. I know what it feels to take what belongs to someone else, honestly. I never plan to get...
Joy will go naked on the street. Mark my word.
God in heaven knows that I never planned to get pregnant for Daddy, but when it happened, honestly, and as it stands now, I'll be honest with you. Even when I talked to Mrs. Dokubo, I told her, ma, I have begged this man severally. I told him I am not a lazy girl. I can go out there and work and take care of myself. Please, all I just want is that you be a father to your son. That is it. I told her, I have begged him. I said, don't give me anything I don't want. Even if...
Robert, I've heard you, okay? I've heard you. I'm not going to save your number in this phone I called you with. Are you hearing me?
Okay.
But I'm going to save your number. I will be calling you when I go back. Huh?
Okay.
I want to keep in close contact with you. Are you hearing me now?
Yes.
And I'm going to work with those elders you have spoken with. Okay?
Okay.
I'm going to work with them. Then you know that as long as that man did not marry you, that your child is not coming back to his house. I think you know that.
How?
That child cannot come back because he did not marry you.
You see, this is a point I find interesting, because now she's aware, she's informed. But what she says from here now makes me wonder, why is she now investigating? Is she trying to protect her territory or something? Because she has so much issue with the one called Joy. This one here wants to go. She doesn't want to be part of the situation or the drama. She's not even wanting to be like a wife, or she doesn't even like the idea of that relationship, unlike the Joy that she is really, really concerned about. So this part here makes me wonder, why is she saying these things? Let's listen together.
He can never claim that child. Even Joy's child. None of your children are coming into his house. And that house is my house. But whether to settle you people, I will tell him to settle you people with your children. That is their culture. The culture in Oranko, as long as they did not marry you, the only one they know is me. And if it is smart, because when I heard about Joy, I told him, I said, if this thing is true, tell Joy to release the child to me and move on with her life, so that child can get a good life. He told me that there is no child he has, that he did not have any child with Joy. And get a good life.
Now think about this. If you are a mother, would you want... I know there are some women that even sell their children. Maybe they don't want to sell or, adopt, keep their children up for adoption and all that. But if you were that Joy, even with the perception about her, would you want to let your child be in the hands of her? Because even the child might now be presented as her own child or something. But if you were Joy, would you want to give your child to them and say, okay, let me go, take the child? Especially if you have an interest, or if you want to use that child as a contact for you to be getting maybe what you want, if Joy herself is after getting money. Think about that.
Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Because the culture is that none of your an act in our hand. There is no child born out of wedlock that comes back to that man's house. It doesn't happen. That is their culture. So at the end of the day, if maybe he accepted and you want to release that child to me, because you are such a nice person and you're good, I will say, okay, release the child to me. I will adopt the child from you and you will move on with your life. That is the best I can do for you. Without that, that child has no inheritance in what I have with him because I'm still legally married to him. And everything he has, it goes to court. Belongs to me.
See, inheritance. Why are you talking about this right now? No one is talking about inheritance. No one is talking about Apostle Chibuzo going beyond. So, you see, so that's why I'm wondering, why is she talking like this?
And my daughter. As a matter of fact, the senior brother has a son outside who is over 20 years now. Where is the boy could have come back before he's still there. So you people play the dangerous game. If I take him to court, he is finished. He will go to prison because he took advantage of children he's supposed to take care of. And I will not do that. If I take him to court, everything he has, I will take all. Even the church, but I will not do that.
This is what the wife is saying. My God, this is serious, man. If the wife had to say this, that means she knows just too much.
Because I'm not that wicked. So if you are ready, if I'm going to talk with this elder, maybe I have to take that child away from me and take him away to Canada, wherever I am. if we do DNA, that child is exactly his child. That is why I said, see the picture of that child. Let me see the child face. But you said no, no problem.
Ma'am, let me say something.
This is the point where she was asking for the picture. Remember, at this point, that she hasn't done the DNA. So later, they had gone to Ghana where they did the DNA and confirmed everything. So this was before the DNA was done, when she came back and was trying to find out what's up.
Like I said before, it was never my intentions. Neither was it my plan.
And that is why I'm telling you the truth and the fact.
No, I've heard what you said. I have heard what you said.
Because you will not tell the people, because me and you know that you will never tell the people the truth. I think you know.
It was never my intention to. Neither was it my plan to get pregnant for your husband. And I'm just happy that I have been able to tell you the truth, and
yes, and thank you for that.
I want to tell you that I'm really sorry. From my heart, I am sorry. That what happened, and I think this was just me being naive, or what do I call it here? This was just me being taken advantage of, because I honestly did not have anybody to cry to. If I had my way, I would have left that house before, even without doing anything with him. God is my witness. That's who I am.
I love it. You know that there are some girls that he did that and they left. They refused to sleep with him.
No, that's never been a person. They left because they had an abortion with him. If anybody tells you they left the house without sleeping with him, it's a lie. I am telling you what I know.
Let me tell you, there was this little girl. The mom lives in Dubai. I know her. I heard that these last girls that normally go 5 in 5 into his room, that the senior sister normally send them 5 into his room. There is nothing he did not try on that girl. That girl refused. Even the day the girl left, the girl had to lie that her grandmother is sick. Even they refused to give the girl transportation because the girl refused. And when the girl left, other girls started calling the girl, congratulating her for her standing her ground.
Does she have parents?
Hmm?
The girl, does she have parents?
Does she have what?
Parents.
The mom is a single parent. The mom is in Dubai. The mom is one of these people he sent to Dubai. The girl is from Laba.
I don't know about that. I've not heard. I don't know how their situation was. I'm telling you because he started this thing. He first started this thing with Joy. Because, why do I say he started?
So all the girls that came into that house, he slept with all of them.
I wouldn't say all, but I would say 90%.
90% of them.
Yes.
Okay, my dear, I've given you a tip of their culture. because none of your children is recognized.
Okay, ma. I've heard what you said, but at least this has to do with my child too. So
That's why I'm telling you. I asked, I said, what do you want? Now I'm giving you an option that I'm going to work with those elders. If you can hand that child, or if he will accept because till tomorrow he's saying that he did not have any child with anybody. That anybody that come and live with. If you hear what he is saying, it's not what I'm going to say here. You understand me? Because
that he doesn't have any child with anybody.
I'm asking him, tell me the truth. How many children do you have after? He doesn't have any child. He did not sleep with anybody. That nobody, no girl can come and stand and claim that he's sleeping. Thank God these people live in beautiful neighborhoods.
You know what? There's something I also need to tell you, ma'am. You might not want to take your husband to court, but someone else will.
Okay, go ahead.
Someone else will. Not me. I won't say. Someone else will. And when this person would do, the person has like a good evidence to send him to prison.
Next thing, me and you now one. I would like to work with you.
I won't say this because I am really sorry I had anything to do with your husband.
I think at this point she was already planning for the court situation, and with this particular court case going on now, I think it's not just her that is taking him to court. There might be others. But you see, when you see Apostle Chibuzo posting and talking about the fact that because Daniel himself, who is taking this up and trying to help these girls, has also promised them a better life. Or would I say to take them out from Nigeria or something. So he is capitalizing on that and saying that if you want help, you come to him instead of going to someone that does not have a proof of helping this person or helping that person. But based on this situation right now, you see, poverty right now has in a way become a tool, or would I say the fact that he is blessed from tithes and offerings. Because everything he does with his philanthropy, he always says it, everything is done with people's tithe and offering.
But if I ever open my mouth to say anything to him, it will work, honestly. Because your husband has done he has done more than he could bribe. He has done more than he could bribe. If he has the mind to use money to entice children as little as 13, 14 to sleep with them, he deserves to rot in jail. Honestly, I am angry. Fine. Even if he would not claim my child, fine. I have never seen anybody die because they did not have a father. Even if my child is 2 years and 4 months, he has never been a father to him. He has never cared. He has never called to ask how he's doing, how he's faring. It's a problem getting money from him to pay his school fees. There's no problem, and he has never died. He's still here with his body structure. He's still here eating. Even if I would need to go into prostitution to feed my child, I would do it. Even if he doesn't want to be the father, he will not claim him. Fine and good, no problem.
That is why I say I'm going to work with you. Okay?
No, ma'am.
You didn't want me.
I will not do that, and I will not give out my child. I'm a mother. I want to raise my child. I want to have the right to raise my child. That's what I want. Your husband has asked me what I want. I told him, I do not need your money. I don't need anything from you. You are my son's father. And the least I could ask is, even if it is 200,000 per month for his upkeep. Okay, but he has refused. So fine. If he will not claim him, he's okay.
Let me ask you a question. You are raising him as per. Like, if they ask you who is his father, what will you tell people?
Who else? It is Apostle Chibuzo. Who else? Yes. You know what? I cannot continue protecting who is not protecting me. I am protecting his interest. I'm protecting his reputation. I'm protecting his name. But yes, what has he done? He keeps humiliating me. There's nothing that man has never said to me. If I send you my tax with him, ma'am, you would come out and take him to court. You would do the right thing.
Why not send me the chat?
You will hand over your husband, I swear.
Why not send me the chat as an evidence when he start denying?
If I should send you what?
The chat, as you said, so that I will have evidence when he start denying.
And those are things I cannot release. I will not. When the right time comes, I will, but not now.
Okay, now, you said now, and there was something you said. You said you're not taking to court, but somebody will.
See, the line of questioning she's asking her is something I find really mind-boggling. Is she trying to cover up for the husband, or in a way trying to protect her own territory?
Someone else will. Even if I don't do it, someone else will. Do you know what? Because He has slept with more than 50 girls. So many of them, he brought them all the way from hotels in Lagos. So many of them, he goes to Lagos, he goes to Abuja, he wants to have a rest, and then the next thing, he's disguising himself and he's in a hotel. He's already sleeping with girls and he's already bringing them back to the house. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. I have told him. He knows it already. I have told him I don't care. I don't care about you, but what I know is that the day he ever tries, maybe I went out like this, I came back, I yesterday I don't see my son for house. I've told him to bear it in his mind. He will be the only suspect I know. If I ever goes out and I come back without seeing my child, hi God, he will know that. You see orphans. I am an orphan. You see orphans. You don't treat them wrongly and expect God not to do something on their head.
It's now beginning to make sense. So we have Apostle Chibuzo, Dr. Daniel now, and it's going to be, depending on what they get to share as an update, that's what's going to define if we continue with this discussion or not. If they are not sharing what is happening, of course, I'll move on to other subjects as well as we have to get to discuss, because there are a lot of things on my table we need to talk about. And you could tell me what you think in the comments, because right now, this audio recording is not a recent audio recording. It's what happened, which will now make you understand the interview. Some of you watched the interview and were saying that she was lying. So when she talked about the fact that the wife called her and they spoke, she recorded it, and now you have seen the conversation that she had with the wife. This was before they even did a DNA and confirmed that the child belongs to Apostle. So those of you that are followers of Apostle, beat your chest and say, okay, yes, Daddy has other children outside. It's now the case of rape and all that. I don't know about that one. They know, because that cannot be openly discussed like the way we are discussing these audio recordings that they are bringing out. But for her to be making the claim she's making on that particular call, there are probably evidence that are beyond doubt. And in the law court, it's all about facts over sentiment. And that's what we do right here. We present the facts and we discuss. But what do you think about this case right now? The wife is not in Nigeria, to the best of my knowledge. She's based in Canada. She's watching this from a distance. Probably she did not even know that she was recorded or something. Is she standing by them as he is being taken to court right now? We don't know. But Apostle Chibuzo understands the music of what he's playing. Dr. Daniel himself is going back to Nigeria as well to see the issues of the case. The case is ongoing. You know, when it comes to court trials and all that, once you have a good lawyer and of course you are footing the bills, she was not able to take him to quote-unquote court before because she did not have the finances. So Dr. Daniel now helping with that as well. He's investing his resources into it as well to see, as that Apostle Chibuzo has made sure that he and his members are going to, in fact, this Friday they are going to fire prayers. But I'm telling you, dear followers, no matter how many prayer and hours you pray, if your pastor does not own up to the truth, he said he was going to only confess, he was going to only own up if the scandal is everywhere or it's raining. There's no way this scandal or this particular story would get attention, because you see, like I always tell you, attention itself is currency. If this scandal or this story was everywhere like Instablog, Gossip Mill, the main places that have attention, how many attention do I have? Who knows me? I don't even care about anyone knowing me. I see issues I discuss. I'm not in anybody's pocket to say, oh, this person is in this person's pocket, or I'm working for this person. You understand? So I can discuss whatever I feel like I think needs to be discussed, so that those who are following my platform become informed of what is going on. You don't expect that you will see the people you follow, the bloggers you follow, talking about this, especially the ones that have praised him before. I have praised him before on this platform. You have seen it before, those of you that are watching me. So you know what's up. So you have to be very objective, and I'm trying to be as objective as possible in this case, like I have been in every other case.